What's up, Ghost Squad? Famox here from Game on Your Face, and I'm bringing you another emblem tutorial. And yes, you may call me a Deadpool addict, as I'm bringing you another Deadpool emblem. A lot of you guys seem to like this first Deadpool one I made. It was a simpler one, but now I'm going to bring you a harder one, which kind of has a cool twist to it, as it's also a Minion version of Deadpool, which I found to be pretty funny. I found the internet, or I found the picture online. And I'll show you the picture, the original picture that we're trying to duplicate. There are a lot of layers in this one. It's not necessarily hard, it's just tedious with a bunch of different layers, but it's not super difficult or anything like that, as long as you follow along. I also found out how to upload to my profile or whatever, so you can download this emblem if you don't want to make it yourself. But if for those of you that do want to make it yourself, or maybe add your own twist to it, then just follow along and you should have it in no time. But let's get into this. Let's make the shape of his head. So the first part we go do is the pad or tools. Grab the half circle, and this will make up his head. So let's just align this, and it's pretty simple. Yeah, there's piece number one. Now for piece number two, we got to make the body. Now for the body, I used this guy right here to get that the right shape. Now I'm not gonna read out all the scale and the positioning exactly, because I don't know it exactly. I'm just kind of going with it and getting it, adjusting it and adjusting it until I get it right. That's kind of the way I'm rolling with it. So we just gotta match up his body, and I know it's gonna seem weird right now, but it'll make sense in a sec. Alright, so now we got the body there and we got the head there. So what we're gonna do now is get a layer between the two, which will be this round square. You can actually use anything, but make sure you put it between. And we're gonna color it now so it doesn't get so confusing. Dark red. We're gonna go with dark red. Oh, sorry. We're gonna put it between this and this, but I got it backwards. This guy has to be behind. No, this guy has to be here. There we go. That's the guy. That guy has to be behind. The body has to be behind the head, and we just got to cut off, because the body leaves this long piece, right? So we gotta cut off that long piece by putting this here. So there we go. We got the basic shape of our minion now. If you guys want to, if you guys want to see the, move this. If you guys want to see the actual coordinates and whatever, I'll show you that right now. So here's that one. You can pause it so you can look at the exact positioning and the scale, and the rotation and all that stuff. So there we go. But a long ways to go though. So now we're gonna make the eyes. Actually, first we're going to color these so they look like we're making progress. So this will be the third red down. We're going to go with the third red down for the Deadpool color. Now we do the eyes. Alright, so we go back to tools, and we're going to go to circle. Full circle. Now again, this is just a feeling out process. Place it about, that's good. We'll just copy and paste, move it over. Now it's a little too small. A bit bigger, a bit bigger. There we go. So it's overlapping, right? So that's how we want the minion's eyes to look. And we're going to add the detail to the circle now. Now to do that, we're going to copy and paste again. Paste. And we're going to change the color now. So this color is going to be black. So we shrink it. This is actually the inside eye. Inside part. There we go. That looks real good. Copy that. Paste it. Move it over to the other eye. Now he kind of looks like a weird Cookie Monster kind of thing. Red Cookie Monster worm. Until we go ahead and change these two things. Should have done that first. Third red down. Just like the skin. Third red down. Now it seems like you can't see it, but what we're going to do is we're going to outline it. It has to be this guy. It's going to be circle outline. And then we're going to toggle that. There we go. That's how I wanted it to be. And we're going to change this guy to black now. Alright, so I'm kind of having a trouble seeing these right now because they're not outlined properly, so I'm going to change the color so it's easier for me to see it. So that's what I'm doing right now, if you guys are getting a little confused at why his eyes are going to be green. So now that I can actually see it, I'm going to shrink her down because that was a little too big the first run around. I'm just going to play around until I get it right. now that it's done, I notice that this is way too big, the black part. So let's shrink the black part a bit. There we go. Now it's starting to take some shape. So now we can actually turn these green back into red. So third red down. And third red down. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so now we got to remove the little thing in the middle, that black connection where it overlaps. And you can really use anything for this. I'm just going to use this guy. Shrink it down. Go to color picker, third red down again. And just shrink it all the way down until he covers up the red. Or the black, sorry. So that the connection looks clean. Alright, so that looks good. Now we're going to do the background of the eyes. To give him that, if you look at the old one, we give him that, the mask look, that he's wearing goggles over his mask. So to do that, we're going to go add a new shape, and it's going to go to tools. And the shape is, go down, this one. So we're gonna go ahead and add this one now underneath. Move it all the way back. Go to the back of the line. There we go. Now again, we're gonna play around with this freeform. Alright, so there we go. So we got that one. We're gonna color this one. Color it black. There we go. Now we can copy, paste it, move it over, hit the flip button, and then just adjust it again. And now we can start to see the circle, how it's not perfect circle that we have. So we're gonna go ahead and move this red circle. There we go. And there. So we got that part. Now we gotta do the top part. And to do that, we're gonna add new, go up to half circle. Again, half circle is our best friend for this build. For this emblem, I guess. And there, set it right there. It's about right. Color picker. And get them to black. Just gonna play them a bit. There we go. Copy, paste, and move them over. Alright, so there we go. We got the mask pretty much basics down, and we got the glasses down. Or the goggles. So now we're going to start adding the eyes. Add new again. And this is the left eye. There's two pieces to the left eye. Put them all the way in the front. Sorry. And again, that's going to be, guys, freeform. Like I said, if you don't want to play around with this yourself and make it your own, then you can go ahead and download the one that you see in the thumbnail that I did my original piece on. But for those of you that want to add your own touches maybe to this build, then just keep on following along and make your own. But yeah, this is all freeform stuff. So we're going to put that piece there. Actually, no, this was wrong. You're going to go to half circle. Again, half circle. And make that connection piece. There we go. So we got his left eye, and his second eye is just one piece. Go to tools, and it's this guy. So we're going to go flip him. And just shrink them, and that's his other eye. You can adjust the size and whatever. And there you go. So compare the two. This one, the first one's a little fatter, and this one's a little skinnier. So let's just keep the build going and see how it compares at the end. Alright, so now we got the basics of Deadpool Minion. Now we're going to start highlighting some parts. So we're going to be using a lot of these pieces, the smile outline. This will give us some depth and make stuff look like the glasses are made of actual glass, and just highlight where the light's hitting on his goggles and his head and all over to make it look more realistic. So we're just freeforming this again, shrinking it to spot, and that looks about good. So we're going to copy that, paste it, and just turn it around. That one's on the outside. This one's going to be more of the inside part of the goggle, so you might have to shrink it a little bit. And hit her right there. Perfect. Now we're going to do the same thing, copy it, paste it, and do it for the other eye. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shrink her up and make smaller ones for the actual inside part of the glasses. So copy, paste, and move it inside. Move it a little bit to the right here. Alright, so now you got those two parts done. Looks starting to look a little bit more like glasses, or goggles, like glass on the goggles. And I can see here that these are kind of out of the line. So I'm going to adjust this one just a little bit. And there we go. So, yeah, so we got those two parts down, and you can see that the piece is starting to come together. Now we're going to add some more of these, actually, these smile outlines, and we're going to do it to add some depth to his mask. Right here, outline his little eyeball part. And we're going to go ahead and just do it like that. Pretty simple. This one's much easier. Not as tedious. Go select, or sorry, color picker it and make it black. It's a little bit dark. That looks good. So copy it, paste it again, move it to the other eye. And there we go. And one more time, up onto the right eye. We're going to do this, just his right eye here. Make it a bit wider since the top's a little bit wider. And there. So now it's really starting to come together. All we need to do is add the shape, the final shape of his actual body here. And to do that, we're going to go and grab this piece, around, and freeform it again, of course. Now, I want to note that this is not the same piece I used in the original, but when I was going through it, I think this is actually a better piece. Go ahead and make it black though. Oh shoot, that's not what I want to. Copy, paste it, and move it over. Alright, so now I got those two down. We're going to highlight that with a little bit of white, make it look light's hitting it again like we've been doing throughout this. And this we're going to do get the bone here. This one's called the bone. And we're just going to shrink her down. Alright, so we got that one down. Same thing, other side. Alright, there we go. So little Minion Deadpool is starting to look pretty good. Now we're going to get some light off his head. To do that, we're going to go back to his head shape. Where is it? Let's first find the half circle that we didn't. Okay, so there's his head, right? We're going to copy, paste, and pick this one. Make it white. Perfect. Now we're going back to his original headpiece, and we're just going to move it down. Just going to move it down slightly. And there we go. We got some reflection. Got some light coming off the top of his head there. Now, next up, we're going to make the band for his goggles. So, to do the band for his goggles, go to where the goggles are, behind the goggles here, and add new. And this one is going to be in tools, and it's going to be the heart. So let's grab the heart and shrink it up. This is going to be the band for the goggles, like I said. So there we go. Make it look like it's wrapping around his head as best you can. And we're going to copy that, paste it in the same spot, and pick this one, make it black. There we go. And copy it one more time, paste it behind the white heart, and make it a bit bigger. There we go. So that's one, and we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Alright, there we go. That's done. So now we're going to add some more, or we can actually finish the background now. So let's copy the background, paste it down. And you're going to notice that, it covers the thing. Now you just got to put it behind the body. There we go. You have to have a two-piece background though, remember, because this is covering this long piece we did to make the body shape. So we're gonna add some bullet holes to Deadpool, because you know Deadpool. So to do the bullet holes, pretty simple. I'm just gonna do circles. Go to pad or tools again. Most of the stuff is in tools. Go to circles and just make little black circles. You can actually put these wherever you want. You don't have to put it where I put it. But you can just make little black circles to make the bullet holes. Alright, so there's his bullet holes on his body. Now we can add one more to make it look like he cracked the glass on his goggles. And this one, you have to do a cracked glass look. So we're going to use this crackle. It's called crackle. Perfect. Perfect bullet hole thing. You gotta shrink it all the way down. Put it right here. Again, you can put it wherever the hell you want to put it. There we go. But a real bullet hole wouldn't have that circle around it. So we're gonna go back to tools and go to circle outline. And I'm actually gonna change the color so it's easier to see. Make it something like that. Doesn't really matter what color you make it. I'm just gonna get rid of this circle on the outside of crackle. So shrink it up so it covers just that circle part, but leave the cracks. I'll move it over actually because it's too close to his glasses, and it looks perfect actually. So now we go back here and just make it black, fade it away, and there we go. We got a bullet hole in his glasses. So we are almost done. The last thing we need to do is grab his sword. Alright, so the sword's pretty simple. We're gonna go and just gonna grab, go to letters, grab letter I, and put it behind him. Go all the way back. All the way back. Now this is going to be a little bit complicated. Not complicated, but just the placement's kind of forced because of the way we did this. So we can't go behind him like this, because if you go like this, remember we did double background, right? So we actually have to hide behind his all the way up until the half circle part. And just play with the rotation. There we go. We're going to color this brown like that. And then we're going to copy it. Oops, sorry. We're going to copy it, paste it, and shrink it. Now first, it's going to be confusing if we can't see it, so let's color this white. Color that white. Oh, that's kind of off-white. There we go. Now we're going to shrink her down, shrink her down, shrink her down. There we go. Perfect. So we got that down. Now we're going to copy this white one, paste it, and move it to the bottom. Now this one we're going to color, and we're going to toggle gradient. Color 1 will be the same brown that we picked earlier, and color 2 will be black. So it makes kind of like a... Oh, and also we're going to make it, what do you call it? Toggle it to toggle it to, yeah, radial gradient. Make sure it's radial gradient. So should be looking good. The sword's not complete yet though, because we need to outline it and make some diamonds. So at the end here, go back to tools, go all the way down, and grab diamond. Now I'm just gonna make it smaller and make them black. Alright, so we got that all the way up. Now we're going to do go all the way back to the beginning. Copy the first sword part and make it black. Make it black, and toggle it to outline. Just shrink her up and outline the sword a bit. There we go. Now the final touch, just to add some more depth to the costume, we're gonna got some bullets, shrink it up a bit, shrink her. There we go, and make these black. So there we go. This is the completed version. I actually cut down on some 4 layers actually, because remember when I used this part and I said it was a better shape. The last one I actually had to put 2 shapes together to do that. This one I only did 1. So there is the completed Minion Deadpool build, or I don't know, emblem tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll make it, title it now. Minion Deadpool 2. Minion, that's good enough. It's too long, right? So Minion. So I actually like the second version better than the first version. Actually, it's perfect for Minions because you know how Minions, there's the skinny one and the fat one. And yeah, it's perfect. They look a little bit different. I actually will upload both since I think some of you will like the skinny version better than the bigger version. So I'll upload both and you guys can go ahead and download them from me. So I'll publish them. Publishing this emblem to your showcase. Other players may view your published emblems. So if you want to view my published emblems and download them, then you can go ahead and do that. So that's it for this one. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave it a like. If you found it helpful, do the same. Leave a like, subscribe for more of these, and also leave me your suggestions. I heard a lot of you guys wanted me to do some NHL stuff. Some of you wanted me to do more superhero stuff. So yeah, I'm all ears. Whatever you want me to do, just let me know, and I'll keep it coming. So that's it. I'm Fatmox from Gamerface, and I'll see you guys in the next one.